Here we sit 9 years to the date after one of the worst events in not only aviation history but American history with 9/11. Absolutely terrible event that occurred, and it's really changed the course of the way we travel, both the United States and internationally. I mean, right after the event, we saw, pat downs, full body searches. We saw, new doors on airplanes placed so that the cockpits were safer. We saw all sorts of new procedures with, flight attendants blocking doorways during, restroom breaks and a variety of other measures. We've seen over time things added like liquid rules because of some incidents that have occurred, having to take your shoes off because of incident occurred, and more recently, with the underwear bomber, this whole idea of really ramping up and putting out body scanners, which I think is a really contentious issue right now because I don't think they fully thought through all the things. I was pretty gung-ho at the beginning of body scanners, but I'm just not so gung-ho today, and it's been evidenced by them storing images they weren't supposed to, and even in the last few days the announcement that they're doing new software so it doesn't really look like an X-ray. But the bottom line is, the security has gotten to be a hassle. People hate it. They hate to go travel. People remember, the good old days in the 70s and 80s. I don't think they miss, remembering the hijackings that occurred in the 70s, 80s, but when traveling was fun. The bottom line is that it's in everybody's interest, not only ours, the governments, the airlines, the airport authorities, to make these things right, and I think you're going to see that happen as we move forward. So the real question as we sit here, 9 years after a complete change in aviation security is, are we better off? And to be honest, I think the jury is still out. I think certainly we're probably more secure than we were. We've got better electronic technology, no-fly lists. We've got all sorts of procedures and whatnot. But the problem is all it takes is one to slip through the net, and it's just not acceptable. And I'm not positive, that I know we have a lot more hassles, but are we better off security-wise? I'd say yes. Can we do better? Absolutely. We've seen events that do that. So bottom line is we're going to have to stay in this ecosystem. We're going to all have to make it better. And that's why, we should be helping out as much as we can and questioning some of these procedures and seeing if they really are what they need to be. The TSA is a brand new agency over the last 9 years, and we need to hold them accountable for making our lives as well as their own better.